Pop singer Demi Lovato awake and stable tonight here after suffering from an apparent drug overdose yesterday.
Her family sending out a statement this morning asking for support and prayers. So far, they are not detailing exactly what led to Lovato's hospitalization, but her fans are hoping she gets help and soon. Now, one of her recent song releases, Sober, indicating a relapse after 6 years of sobriety.
Addiction is a growing epidemic across the country. Its impact spreading far past the person struggling with substance abuse, with family members often feeling helpless as well. WATE
6 on Your Side reporter Amanda Ketchledge shares with us ways that you can find support and how one woman is taking the necessary steps to get her life back on track.
Stephanie Hess is enjoying life sober. For the last 9 months, she's been in support groups and living at a halfway house, so she stays away from drugs like heroin.
That was one of the hardest ones for me to be able to stop.
Her struggle started 13 years ago with the death of her father.
I started withdrawing from school, I stopped playing sports, started hanging out with the wrong crowd, people that were older than me in high school. And then it just spiraled.
Stephanie overdosed, and her family tried to put her in rehab, but she wasn't ready at the time. And according to Metro Drug Coalition, it's not uncommon for people to relapse from substance abuse.
Until the person that is in active addiction is ready to get help themselves, then it's not going to work.
I put in the work to get into rehab. I made the phone calls. I reached out for help. It was all up to me.
Getting help can be difficult, though. With insurance and waiting lists, finding treatment is sometimes a challenge. And that's why 24-hour hotline numbers and free support groups are so important.
NA, AA, Alcohol and Narcotics Anonymous, as well as just grief groups if there's any families as well that are struggling. And it doesn't matter if they've been saved with naloxone 15 times, that could be your mother or your sister or your brother or your friend. And if that was happening in your family, you would want to make sure that they were getting the help that they needed.
Deborah Kraus with Metro Drug Coalition says family members shouldn't enable their loved one's addiction. Being supportive in their recovery is what makes a difference.
They need to know that there are people out in this world that love them and that their life matters.
You just have to ask for help, and there's people willing. But asking is probably one of the hardest parts.
Amanda Ketchledge joining us now live in the newsroom. And Amanda, what are some other ways families can help their loved ones while they fight addiction?
Well, it's essential you educate yourself. Learning how to cope with a family member's addiction really can help you know what steps to take and what you're up against. Also, having patience with their recovery, so crucial because it can be hard at times. And again, only the addict themselves can decide when they need help. Kristen, Ryan.
All right, Amanda, thank you so much. Now, if you or someone you love is struggling with drugs or alcohol right now, you can call the Tennessee Red Line. It's a free, confidential hotline. The number is right there on your screen, 1-800-889-9789. Again, 1-800-889-9789.